Hello, everybody. This is Toni Turner, and welcome to the Market Now on Friday, May 29th at about 1 p.m. Eastern. Well, stocks are rising today for sure, while crude prices slipped as major averages look to close out a winning month boosted by technology. All three indexes hit fresh all-time intraday highs today. And they are on the pace to end the week higher, with the NASDAQ in the lead with a gain of more than 2%. Looks like the Dow might close at an all-time high as well. So on that note, let's go on to three charts that could give us some insight into the week to come. First of all, as we always do, we're going to look at a daily chart of the S&P 500 SPDR, symbol SPY. Of course, this is the ETF that closely follows our benchmark S&P 500 index. Now, when I captured this chart today, it was trading at $757.11. It is, of course, trading above the red line, the 20-day moving average at $739 and change, the 50-day moving average at $703, the green line at $703 and change, and the black line, the 200-day moving average at $681 and change. Now we know that you can't see it on this chart, but the SPY has been climbing. It looks like it's just wandering around sideways here in the last few months, but actually right in here in November, December of 2025 and into January, it looks like it's just not doing anything, just fooling around here. But actually what happened was, and you can't see it on this chart, the SPY climbed in a very strong uptrend from last April, 2025 April's low. It fell down to 481 in April of 2025, and then it started climbing, and it climbed until it hit this October 2025 high right here. This was $690 right here. That was a 44% gain, so it moved up for an uptrend of 44% gain practically without stopping. Now, by the time it got here, it was getting tired, and the bears pushed the SPY down to 652 of November of 2025, back down below the 50 and 20-day moving average. It had mainly been trading above those two, but it regained its energy and pushed back up. And getting into January here, it moved up to 697. And then for a while traded in a range from 676 to 697, did that, and I thought for sure it was going to head down, but what it headed down fell through the moving averages, and headed down was because of the war in Iran. So it fell on the Iran war news down to 629. Then it rebounded all the way up here, all the way up, walked up the 20-day, but actually at a premium to the 20-day moving average, all the way up to this high here in May at 749, dropped slightly back down, but then kept going here back up to where we are now at 757. And from down here to up here, to that high up here, that's a 20% rally. That is absolutely incredible, especially practically without a dip, just a tiny little dip here. Absolutely incredible. So what do we do with this? Next week, we'll have to see if, in fact, the market starts broadening, as they say a lot on CNBC, which means, fall back a little bit, take a breather. We'll see. We thought it would all this time, but anyway. So we're up here to 757.11 again. So I'm gonna put resistance up here at 757. And I'm going to say that we have potential price support here at this pivot at 749, potential price support there. The 20-day moving average, of course, could provide support at 739. We've got a pullback and a pivot down here at 730, 731. We have a gap 2 at 724, 723. We have a consolidation going on here at 710, 713. We have the 50-day moving average coming in here at 703. We have prior highs here at 697. That consolidation could possibly offer some support if it's needed. And we have the 200-day down here again at 681. So next week we've got more earnings coming out, although the majority of, especially the large cap momentum stocks, the majority of those are already out, but we do have more earnings next week. We also have the ISM index, which is notable, and very notable are the jobs numbers that are coming in the end of the week. The Fed always looks at jobs numbers, so that's what we'll have going on. This is this has been a lot of fun. I am looking at the RSI down here. It is very overbought again, and I'm a little worried about this volume coming in here. It looks like it's weakening a little bit. So as I told you last week, I'm continuing to take profits here and there, and I'm nibbling, but I'm only nibbling in places in conservative positions, and I'm putting in hard stops. Our next chart today is a daily chart of the Invesco QQQ, symbol QQQ. Of course, this is the ETF that follows our NASDAQ 100, which represents the top 100 non-financial stocks in the NASDAQ stock market, again, including the large cap momentum tech stocks. Those are what's driving everything higher. Now, when I captured this chart today, the Qs was trading at $738.48 at yet another new all-time high. Now, we know that it is 16% now above the prior all-time highs back here, touched in November of 2025, and November and January. So this consolidation here. Again, it looks like the Qs weren't doing nothing. We're not doing very much here, but actually they had run up from a year ago at 400. The April low for the Qs a year ago was 402, and it rallied in in a rally much that looks like this one over here we just experienced. It rallied in an uptrend, very strong uptrend for almost a year, and you can't see it on this chart, so it looks like it's not been busy, but it has been. So from the Q's April low a year ago at 402, again, it rallied up here to the October high at 637. That was a 58% rally that it already accomplished. Now, from the highs at 637, we had profit taking. Some bears came in here and took it down to 585 in November. It rallied and popped back up over the major moving averages and popped up here to 636 by the end of January, then dropped down to 594 down here, then rallied and tried to punch back through the 50-day moving average here, but couldn't do it, and then fell on the Iran war news down here, down to the March low at 555. Then it turned around and said, no, we're not staying down here. Forget the Iran war. Earnings are good. And it rebounded and flew in a 33% uptrend, if you can imagine, all the way up in April and May, all the way up to where we are now at $738. So it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do with this? Well, I've been in the market long enough to be a little bit worried, but then I've been worried for the last couple of months, and nothing much has happened. I still think it will, but I don't know when. Again, the RSI here is at 77. That's overbought in the short term, and volume is been pretty low here. So I say, all right, we've got resistance here at the highs at 739 because we don't have any other resistance overhead, that's for sure. We have potential support at the pivot and the gap here at 720 2722. We have the 20-day moving average coming in here at 709. We have another pivot down here at 694. Right there is a potential price support, and of course the 20-day is potential price support. We have consolidation at 660 right in here, and we also have the 50-day moving average coming in here at 652. 50-day could be pretty good support. Then we've got these highs at 637 right here. That could provide support, price support if we need it. Then down to these consolidation highs at 615. We've got the 200-day coming in at 617 and on down. So plenty of moving average and price support should we need it. Again, the low volume concerns me here, and the very overbought RSI. We did just get we just got that for today. It didn't close on the highs or anything, so we'll see what happens next week. But please trade carefully, okay? We'll make money, but please trade carefully. Our third chart today is the daily chart of the Invesco Biotech and Genome ETF. The PBE is the symbol. It has 30 holdings. Top holdings include United Therapies, Illumina, Biogen, Insight, Regeneron, and Amgen. Now, I watched, one reason I looked at this, I watched a video on AI last week. Actually, I was taking some lessons on AI. And this video said, I thought it was really interesting, all human diseases will have cures by 2035 because of AI. So it's like in 9 or 10 years, humans won't have any more diseases because of AI. That's incredible. Anyway, which led me to think that AI money is probably already flowing into biotech. So I took a look when I captured this chart today. The PBE was trading at $83.83 above, of course, the 20-day moving average, which is coming in at 82, the green line, the 50-day moving average, which is coming in at 80, and the 200-day, which is coming in at 77, 70, and 79 cents. So I did, you can't see it here, but I looked at a monthly chart. I always do, a long-term chart. And I saw that the PBE made an all-time high in January of 2021 at $84, then gradually dropped from there to $51 in 2023. Now, if we pick up here where we can see the chart, we can see, looking at the left side of the chart here, we can see that the PBE back down in here is trading at about 72. And then it started moving up and pretty much soared up here to a November high at 83, then pulled back, then popped up to 85.70 is right here. Excuse me, I'm looking at too many places. 85.70. Then it finally dropped back through the moving averages and fell down here to March, April lows right here at 75.76. Okay, it dropped down here, but it popped back up. So 85.86 here in March is where it dropped down to. So yeah, we're at 75.76 right here. Then it gradually climbed back up to where we are now at $83.83. So, and I'm going to draw a line here. I think it's kind of interesting. I drew a line, a horizontal line from this high of 84 here back in November. And if you draw a straight line here, which I'm not that great at doing, but if you draw a straight line here, you will see that this 84 has been a tough spot. You can see a couple of times here. The PBE tried to get over it and couldn't manage. It made it up once, but then that was it. So now we're approaching that line again. It is a resistance point, but I think that if price gets over it, that it will be a good support line as well once price climbs over it. So in the coming week, if the market stays reasonably strong and the PBE stays above its 50-day moving average, which is coming in here at 80 and change, I will buy a small position of the PBE in my trading portfolio. My initial stop's going to be down here under the 50-day at $79.75. Now, if and when the PBE can break out here and trade over 84, and of course, you know me, I like it to trade over it for 3 days. But anyway, if it can move up here, climb up over, hold on, when and if it can climb above 86, that's what I meant to say, when and if it can get over 84 here, that's the line I'm a little worried about now, but if it can get up and over up to 86 here at the all-time highs, if it can trade over that, I will add to my position, and of course by then my stop will be a trailing stop. So you might want to keep an eye on the PBE in the coming week. Also, another subject here, if you got into the TAN last week, we entered around 67 and it flew nearly straight up to today's price at 75, so that was nice. Right now I am nibbling on the RING, R-I-N-G, which is the silver miners ETF, R-I-N-G. I'm also looking at, and I was looking at, I nibbled yesterday on Hood, Robinhood, you know, the broker. I nibbled on that yesterday, and that's already doing pretty well. So you'll have to see what you think about that. Okay, so just be careful out there. And now please know that at ToniTurner.com we've lowered the price of all of our online training programs to make them more accessible to everyone. So if you'd like to become a more profitable trader, now is a great time to check out my timeless training programs. How to trade the trend to profits right here. How to trade the trend to profits is the perfect training to check out right now. In this program, I show you how to take bigger profits out of the market day in and day out. You will know precisely when to enter, how to manage the position, and when to take gains. Our new low price for this program is only $127. You should make that back pretty quick. And you'll receive special bonuses when you order, including 1 month of Metastock daily charts or Metastock real-time charts for free. So from our ever popular 7 steps to successful trading, to how to swing trade successfully, everybody loves that program. How to trade the trend to profits again, how to read charts, great for novices, anybody who wants to who brush up. We've got 3 winning setups here, great for short-term traders. These, by the way, are both only $59. And how to bottom fish like a pro. I love this one. Find out how my online programs can help you earn more money quickly and easily. And once you purchase, you have unlimited access to learn at your own pace. So be sure to check them out by going to the link on this screen, or easier still, just click on the orange button below. Until next week, be careful out there. Keep green on your screen. I'm Toni Turner, and this is The Market Now.